Hey C class, this is a video to let you guys know what we're up to in English language and literature for uh, for this week. It's the 16th of March, and here's what we got going on. I'm going to explain what's up with the satire assignment. I'm going to explain what's going on, what you should be working on this week, and then I'll also bring up quickly the final analysis for Brave New World, which you might have noticed appeared on ManageBack right now. So yeah, what to the satire assignment? Things are changed, right? You guys could have worked as a group. You could have gotten a lot of stuff together. I know that like that last day that I had you guys in class, I was really impressed with how well you guys worked together. It was really cool to see. Everybody was doing different stuff and helping each other out. Other people were filming. Make sure you say what you did and you could write it down. Just this is what I did when we were all together and put that in the Dropbox on ManageBack. Even if it's just like a letter to Dwyer, like, hey, I did all this stuff. And I'll remember that criteria C about how much you're putting into your project. I can give you some credit there for that. Um, we're still going to have a satire due though. And that brings me to point two of what you should be working on this week. But if you're like, oh man, I can't get my movie done, whatever, like we were in the brainstorming phase of it, and then we never got together to do it. Um, Obviously, if you guys can't work together online and somebody's being a little difficult or something, just work solo on it. You got the idea already. Make your own and get it done. I want to see that you guys understand a satire, can use your language to entertain an audience and still complete the assignment. That summative task is still on there. It's due next week, so you got this whole week to work on it and check it out. The 45 minutes that you have for class today, you can use your time for that. Feel free to email me and ask me questions like, is this a satire? Would this count? And we'll do that. That's kind of your creative task. The other thing that's going on these days is the book, Reading Brave New World, checking that out. We had a discussion quiz set for Thursday. I'm going to see how well people are using Teams and what's up with that for how much we're actually going to talk about it. I might throw some questions out there to get people thinking. Things to pay attention to in the next reading, though, is basically that question of conditioning. And John comes back from the Savage Reservation, and he isn't conditioned where the rest of the world is. And I guess he's considered weird, but then he's also kind of a celebrity. I got some questions on there that'll lead you into that. Answer the discussion questions and put your answers in the Dropbox. It'd be great if you could get evidence from the text to support those answers. But yeah, thinking about like whether or not this guy bring it into our world, I guess is the real question. Like, how are we conditioned to think a certain way? And then also, if somebody's kind of free of that conditioning, how are they treated? And what's up? Like, how are they treated? Is this okay? Would you like to be free of your conditioning? Those kind of things. Do we have a free will, or is it all something else, programmed into us? These are good thoughts. And this week, be reading the book, answer the discussion questions, and work on the satire. That's what you should be doing with your English time right now. Now, the reason why I bring up the conditioning and stuff is because I posted a final analysis on the following Thursday. And this is going to be our final essay for Brave New World. I've turned it into a remote analysis and kind of a big summative task because this is the nature of our school and our program right now and what we can do. Now, there'll be more on this later. I'll give you a video message like this every day. But on that day at 9 a.m., I'm going to release a question. It's going to be something about the book, and it's going to be something about conditioning. And you guys are going to answer that question in an essay format, and you're going to have a few hours. I made it due at 11:30, and I'll release the question at 9 a.m. And then you're going to go through it. And you're going to write me an essay right there, and we're going to get some organization. So if you're like, oh, I'm done with the satire, got the discussion questions turned in, then I would say your next step is keep reading that book and finish that thing up, and be thinking about how our minds are conditioned and if you're okay with that and what you would like to see as a difference. Um, and that's all I kind of got to say right now. I guess I'll be online and offline throughout the day. So if you got questions about all this stuff, let me know. The other thing is I found online a full text of Brave New World, and I'll put that link in this message as well. So if you forgot your book at school, you can just read it online and do that. It's not so nice, but it's there. So you still can get the information. And I hope you guys are awesome. Miss you all, and we'll talk soon.